Did U.S. President Donald Trump lie to Prime Minister Justin Trudeau? An explosive article in the Washington Post today says he did, and it had to do with trade. Here's the headline. In fundraising speech, Trump says he made up trade claim in meeting with Justin Trudeau. Let's look at some of the president's own words here. And again, these are his own words. Well, sir, you're actually right. We have no deficit. But that doesn't include energy and timber. And when you do, we lose $17 billion a year. It's incredible. Trump reiterated this claim on Twitter today. He says, we do have a trade deficit with Canada, as we do with almost all countries. PM Justin Trudeau of Canada, very good guy, doesn't like saying that Canada has a surplus versus the U.S., but they do. They almost all do, and that's how I know. So he's making this claim, but why don't we fact check it? And to do that, let's go to the president's own website. It's the Office of the President, the Office of the United States Trade Representative. So if we look at these facts, and these are facts because it says right here, U.S.-Canada trade facts. These are from 2016 numbers, and it says that exports to Canada were $320.1 billion, whereas imports from Canada were $307.6 billion. So if you do the math, it means that there was actually a trade surplus with Canada amounting to $12.5 billion. Now, these are facts, and again, it's on the president's own website. There's his seal. But despite all this, the White House insists that Donald Trump is still telling the truth.
The president was accurate because there is a trade deficit, and that was the point he was making, is that he didn't have to look at the specific figures because he knew that there was a trade deficit, whether they got down into the dollar amount or not. There is a trade deficit between the two countries. Well, for one, they're not taking into account some of the additional things like energy and timber that wouldn't be included in those numbers, and once you include those, it shows that there actually is a deficit.
Now, the last word on all this comes from the Office of Foreign Affairs Minister Freeland in a statement saying Canada and the United States have a balanced and mutually beneficial trading relationship. According to their own statistics, the U.S. runs a trade surplus with Canada. And the statement goes on to say, we are energetically at work modernizing and updating NAFTA to support good jobs and the middle class in Canada, the United States, and Mexico. And those NAFTA negotiations began last summer and are expected to wrap up soon.